This is 5 ways you can prevent your concealed carry weapon from printing. That way it's as invisible as possible until the moment you need it. Now guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for your support, especially recently. We've posted a few videos in the last couple weeks, and so far I've been getting a lot of traction on those videos, so I just wanted to thank you for that before we start off with our whole spiel here. I started my YouTube journey about a month ago now, and I'm really starting to enjoy myself. Making gun content is super entertaining. I get to do what I love to do as a hobby now here on YouTube for everybody else to see as well. So just wanted to put that out there. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions during the video, or if you have any future ideas for me, content that I should put out, other guns I should review, etc., feel free to leave those in the comments down below. I'd really greatly appreciate it. Make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and also the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. And let's get into it. Okay, 5 things we're going to talk about here. The first 3 are going to be a little more common sense and a little more mainstream. And the last 2 are going to be things that maybe you didn't think of that are going to help out a lot when it comes to making sure your concealed carry gun doesn't print. This is kind of the glooming overhead factor when it comes to concealed carrying a weapon. Are people going to see the gun I'm carrying? And I know for a lot of new people, especially me being one of them, when it comes to the fact that people may see the gun you're carrying, it can deter you from wanting to carry the gun with you. I know more than anybody that if something's not convenient, I don't want to do it. And the fact that your gun could be out there printing through your shirt when you're carrying it around is just enough reason for a lot of people to not carry it with them. And I think that rather than doing that, we should find a better way to conceal it. That way we can always have protection on us at all times. Number 5, we're going to start off with an easy one. This is just going to be your clothing. The clothing that you wear can really determine how much you print, or if you print at all, when you're concealed carrying a firearm. If you're somebody like me who likes to wear kind of form-fitting shirts, it can really be a struggle making sure that your gun doesn't print through the tight fabric, especially around your waist, your abdomen area. So picking the right clothing is definitely going to be crucial. This is not only your shirt, but also the type of pants you wear. I know a lot of people concealed carry while they're at the gym, and I can tell you firsthand, basketball shorts and sweatpants are very difficult to concealed carry in. Can't really get a belt through any belt loops if there aren't any. And just the fact that it's a very hypermobile, breathable fabric means that it's not very good at holding up a gun, which is of course going to mean that your gun moves and shifts and has more of a possibility of printing. So when it comes to shirts, I always recommend darker colors, patterns, and layers, especially right now when it's starting to get a little cooler out. We're hovering right around Halloween time right now. It's starting to get into the 30s, and so I know for me, if I can wear something like a flannel with a dark shirt underneath, this is going to really help prevent printing when I'm concealed carrying, and make it much less likely for me to just leave my gun at home because of the inconvenient factor of printing through other types of clothing. And then when it comes to pants, I always try to wear something with a rigid waist, something that has belt loops, of course, something that's not going to sag, something that's not going to be uncomfortable when I sit down, that type of stuff. That combined with a good belt is going to be absolutely crucial. A little bit of foreshadowing here because that's actually going to be our number 4. Having a solid, rigid concealed carry belt is absolutely crucial when it comes to making sure your gun doesn't print. A strong nylon cord belt like what I have here is going to prevent your gun from sagging, from sticking out or pushing too far in, causing uncomfortability when you're sitting down like the position I'm in now, because this provides structure and rigidity to your holster. It's going to keep it exactly where you need it at all times. Compare that to the standard kind of leather dress belt that I have here, you're gonna get a lot less rigidity out of something like this. The simple fact is it bends, it's very easy to form, and it looks great when you're wearing a suit, but it doesn't provide a good structure, a good foundation to clip your holster into. When your belt is around your waist and it tends to sag and bend, like you see here, it's going to provide 0 support or rigidity for a holster, which is absolutely crucial. Compare that to my nylon cord dedicated concealed carry belt here. It's got a lot of rigidity, it has a lot of structure, and it's going to prevent the gun from swaying out or in when it's on your body, because it's not going to bend or flex while you're carrying it. Especially if you're somebody like me who goes from a seated to a standing position constantly, the gun is constantly moving like this, and it's not going to shift at all and dig into your gut when you sit down. It's not going to print when you stand up. It just provides a better baseline for you in your concealed carry firearm. And I know what you're saying, Tim, I don't want an all black nylon cord fabric exterior belt if I need to wear a suit to a wedding, to church, for example. And I think that's totally fair, but the good news is you can get dedicated concealed carry belts with leather, with more formal style belt buckles, or literally you can't tell the difference between a concealed carry belt and a just regular leather dress belt. That's how disguisable they are. The next thing I want to talk to you about for number 3 is going to be your firearm. Me personally, I own a SIG P365X. This is a super small 9mm striker fired polymer framed handgun. It's lightweight, it fits my hands perfectly, and even better, it's very, very easy for me to conceal. I'm not a big person by any means. I'm about 5'5" or 5'6", and I weigh about 160 pounds. So it's very important for me to have a gun that I can easily conceal on my smaller stature. If you're a big guy, 6 feet plus, and you're 200 pounds, you might be able to conceal a full-size Glock 17, Glock 34 with a super long slide on it. Not everybody has that privilege though. If you're a woman who's 5 feet tall and 100 pounds, your options are very limited regarding what you can carry. Now, stack up all the other factors that we've spoken about so far, a proper belt, proper clothing, a proper gun, etc., and you can probably conceal more gun than you initially thought. But when it comes to firearm choice, it's always going to be true that bigger people can conceal bigger firearms and smaller people are limited to smaller firearms. It's just physics, guys. And this isn't a video about the best concealed carry guns in 2025, but I can just go over a couple options. If you're a smaller statured person like me, maybe you're a small guy or you're a female who's a small statured individual, I would recommend Glock 43X SIG P365 series. That goes for the regular, the X, the XL. Smith & Wesson makes a great concealed carry gun. Springfield makes their Hellcat and Hellcat Pro models. Whatever you choose, I do recommend going 9mm because so far it seems to be the best balance between cost of ammo, capacity, and lethality, meaning it can put people down a lot quicker than things like 380 or 22, for example. If you're a bigger person, your options are much more vast. This is where you can get into larger stuff like SIG 320s, Glock 19s, Glock 17s, full-size 1911s and 2011s like staccatos, for example. Not saying that you can't conceal carry these guns as a smaller stature person, it'll just be much more difficult. Moving on to number 2 is going to be your holster. Your holster is absolutely critical when it comes to making sure you're concealed carrying the proper way and not printing. This is the Vetter Holsters Side Tuck. It's a Kydex inside the waistband appendix holster, and it comes with a mag carrier here. Because it's Kydex, it offers a lot of structure for your gun. Compare that to something like a leather holster, for example, which is very easy to kind of bend. It's very pliable. I know you can get hybrid holsters, which are leather on the inside and Kydex on the outside for best retention and best comfortability. Those are definitely okay too. I love these Kydex holsters though. They offer a little bit of flexibility. They're not completely hard plastic, so they're not really going to dig into your body, but they also have great retention. It holds it in place. Something like this can really make or break the experience for you, and I'll tell you why. This holster specifically has a few key design points that make it hyper concealable. One of them is this right here. This clip sits behind your belt and pushes up against the belt to rotate the gun further into your abdomen. This prevents the handle of your gun from sticking out and poking through and printing through your shirt. You've also got 2 clips, one on the holster portion and one on the mag carrier portion. This is great because it pulls both of them towards your body, and then you have a flexible piece of, it looks like silicone in the middle. It says Vetter Holsters on it, and it allows it to conform to the circular shape of your waist. This is not a Vetter Holsters plug by any means. I don't work with them. I bought this holster personally. It's just a good brand. They're made in the USA. They ship out of Florida. It takes a long time to get to your house, but they're 100% handmade, so you do get extra quality backed by their money-back guarantee. You can also send these in to get modified. For example, I bought my 365X and then bought the holster, and then after that, I bought my optic. So at any time, I can send this in and get it optics cut for $5. It's really quite affordable, and it's very convenient too. Plus, it's always good to support American companies. Most of this crap is made in China nowadays. One thing I want to talk about too is right here on the back. This is a foam wedge that is used to stick up against your body and rotate the holster up towards your stomach. This prevents the top of the gun from poking out through your shirt as well, because you have a little bit of an angle here that it pushes off of. I got this off Amazon. Vetter Holsters does offer one, but it's $15 and shipping is like $10. So it's gonna pay $30 or something after tax. This on Amazon was $12 shipped to my door the next day. So it was really a no-brainer. You get 2 sizes. You get kind of this medium one and then a bigger one. And then you get some 3M Velcro strips to mount it with. So you can peel this off and put on different sizes if you'd like to. Last thing I want to talk about here is a little bit of a curveball, and that's your body. You should know what you can conceal based on your body size, your body type, your body shape. And a lot of those things can be advantages and a lot of them can be disadvantages. If you're a guy who's got a pretty big gut, or you're a lady who's pregnant, appendix carry might not be the best option for you because getting to that gun may be a little difficult and your belly might push against it and cause it to print to your shirt. You may want to look at something like a 3 o'clock or strong side carry. I know for ladies, they actually make this really cool holster. It goes beneath your breasts, kind of on your sternum, and your gun sits like this. That way you can reach up and grab it and pull it out of the holster that way. The possibilities really are endless. You just need to get creative. Like I said before, if you're a smaller person, figure out what holster, what gun size, what clothing type works best for you when you're concealed carrying. If you're a larger person, if you're a little overweight, if you're pregnant, that's another thing that you need to consider when it comes to concealed carrying as well. I know sometimes concealed carrying, especially the wrong way, can be really inconvenient, but using these factors and these pointers that I've given you today can definitely help set you on the right track to making sure that concealed carrying isn't a chore, it's second nature. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section down below if you have any questions or details, maybe some advice that I forgot that you could help your fellow concealed carry shooters with. Make sure to leave a like on the video before you go, and stay tuned to the next one.